Just as a question, I can't do different backgrounds on Discord, can I?
No, you can't.
Okay.
You'd have to do like something that does it and feeds it in your camera.
Yeah, fair enough. Or basically hang a sheet behind me.
Didn't you try that earlier on?
That rings a bell, yeah.
Yeah, you ran it through a cam software thing.
Yeah,
didn't you?
I tried to. It didn't work well.
Right, let me just tweet out and I'll try and remember what's going on.
I love it.
Hey, Shannon and Lewis might turn up.
Yeah, Felipe, right? Oh, I should just tell him.
Oh, just in case there is an emergency with things tonight, if we do get any comments, there is a small chance that somebody could try and contact me to go and attend something from our feed. So if somebody's got an eye on it, just let me know. Thank you.
Right, so it's been a month since we've been playing. We last hang on. I've got to do the thing, haven't I?
Are we online?
Yes, we are live. Yes. Previously on Penquest Parties, approximately a month ago, the party made their way to Uthodurn. You got in contact with the priests at the temple in an attempt for Yadarsel to try and find the nature of the magic that has transported her and Sindan from their correct places in the timeline. You also spoke to them about the axe, which has impressed upon Canon. They are quite willing to help you remove the curse, but they currently lack the ritual objects they require to perform the ritual because they were stolen approximately a week ago by some unknown burglars. You made your way to the local roughhouse den tavern, the Tumbling Tankards, which is a hideout for the local criminal population. You managed to gain some intelligence in there, in that the barkeep is essentially a fence, and some people had already tried to sell the objects from the temple to him. You made your way back to the Queefing Griffin to nurse your hangovers, and you are now making a plan to try and locate these objects. You did find out that there was an entrance to a sewer system located behind the Tumbling Tankards, and the nose of Sindan the Wolf confirmed that people that had been in the Tumbling Tankards had also attempted to enter the sewers. And that is where we left off.
Okay. Thank you, Voice of God.
You're welcome. Phil, I asked you this question on Discord and put it on your character. You took the offer from Yadarsel to learn the spell Find Familiar.
Yes, I remember.
So I have added that to your character sheet, although you are currently not actually summoned a familiar yet. You do need materials for that spell, and they are in your... the details are on your character sheet. So if you want to find those materials at some point to make some time to summon your familiar, you can do.
Ooh,
cool.
What are you going to go for? What are you going to go for? Or try for?
Usually they're like cats. They're either fae or they're demonic, I believe. So yeah. Usually
Dinosaur.
I'm thinking
T-Rex.
Small.
T-Rex.
Tiny little T-Rex.
Yeah.
You could have a Velociraptor then.
It's tiny little one.
You could have a Compsognathus. They're like size of a chicken.
Well, maybe a cat?
Yeah,
Raven?
or a cat.
Actually, something flying is not bad sometimes. Raven or even a crow.
Dragon.
Ferret.
You can always cast
dragon.
spell again and change the nature of the familiar. You don't have to stick with what you've got.
Oh, cool. So I can go through all the dragons. Yeah. Nice.
Just go for a ferret. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And you can keep it in your trousers.
Yeah. Don't have to worry about it getting hurt while we're off adventuring.
Because it's in my trousers.
Yeah.
Aye, aye. It's tradition.
Who's
Aye.
going to stab you in the balls?
Well,
It's
Jeff.
probably all of you.
Jeff
It's the
does a
number
lot of
one
ball
go-to
stabbing.
location, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. So that's
Cool.
where we were. You were in the Queefing
Okay.
Griffin. It's approaching evening, I believe, and you were deciding what to do.
Is there anything from Phil's local knowledge that you can relay to him to relay to us that in terms of we were unclear as to whether or not who ran things in terms of like were there gangs or were there any form of leaders or groups that guilds, thieves guilds, that kind of thing? I mean, does he know the political structure of the
He
town?
knows the political structure of Uther, and he wasn't involved in the seedy underbelly of crime, so
Okay.
he knows there's organised crime in the city, and he knows the glass blades deal with it mostly. So
Okay. Well, I think the other question we had was whether or not you wanted to try and make contact with the underworld to try and figure out who did the crime. If we're going to try and go after these bits that we need that were stolen.
right, I'm pretty sure you actually you were told.
Yeah, I think we were.
By
Were we?
the,
Okay.
By the bar.
Well, there was the people the people who stole it were also I think we assumed were the same people who drew the thieves' cant on the
Okay.
on.
All right.
Or no, rather, wait,
No,
wasn't it?
you left the thieves' cant.
Gavel left a note in thieves' cant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
To say come back
Oh.
tonight, as in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do have a meeting prearranged. All right.
Well,
Yes,
you
yes,
put the
sorry.
thieves' cant down, whether or not
Okay.
they arrive or not.
Yeah.
That was for tonight. You know they were called Pidril and Gore. The tavern keeper told you that. Pair of humans.
Okay. And these were the two that we saw in the bar that I smelled probably going down into the sewers, right?
Yes.
So we would recognize them again if we see them.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. The question is, how are we going to handle this? Are we going to duff them up, or are we going to try and negotiate with them, or are we going to threaten them?
Or are we going to chase them into the sewers?
Well, good question. I mean, do we want to go down the sewers? You know the area. Are the sewers a fun place
I mean, sewers are generally where the
where the
Ninja
shit
Turtles
goes?
live, so I'm pretty worried.
No,
I
where
think
the party starts.
my biggest problem is I am not convinced that one of our party members will fit in the sewer, and I don't really want to leave them behind.
To be
Oh,
honest, I'd
Valid
rather not
concern.
go down. I'd
Okay.
rather not go down the sewers anyway, because
Fair enough.
quite frankly, it smells of shit down there.
So do we have a
Okay.
better way by which then to find these people if they don't turn up for a prearranged meeting?
well, the other thing is we need to stop their exit path, which means once they're in the bar, we need to put somebody between them and the sewer entrance. Fair enough. I think that's a grand plan. Okay.
Get on it.
So
Just sit on the grave.
if they make that escape plan, then we've got somebody to stop them. The question is are we going to treat them as friendlies or hostiles?
We can't. We have to treat them as hostile until we know that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
well,
all
we
the-
we don't literally attack them when we see them.
No,
but,
no,
you
no.
know,
Are we going to try and buy off of them? Are we going to try and trade for this stuff, or are we going to
we'll try
run
and
them up
if
by the
they
ankles and basically say, "Give me it
no,
back"?
I think in
no.
sequence,
You
in
don't
sequence,
stop.
like try
Yes.
to barter them for it,
Fine.
try to buy
Okay.
it from them, try to
Okay.
shake it out of them by turning them upside down.
Then
Yeah.
then
How much
stab them.
gold are we willing to pay for what we're after? Not a lot.
I mean,
How much?
ultimately,
How much?
I was
Ref,
gonna
how much?
say-
How much should it be worth?
Ref.
Ref.
How much would the items be worth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Roughly.
give Davil, give me an insight check.
Oh no, I've got to do a roll. Oops.
Oh,
I haven't
first
even
roll
launched-
back,
I haven't
mate.
even launched the game yet. That's how bad I
Can I
am.
do the insight check? I have very good
You're the
insight.
first. It's going to be the first
Yes,
roll.
you probably
don't
have
mess
very
it
good
up.
insight, but you know nothing about fencing items. So
Okay, that's
I
fine.
just said don't mess it up. Don't nat one it.
yeah, Nat wants it. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry. I
mind.
was so bad I forgot to launch the bloody game.
So Sindan,
Oh,
you're thinking about this, and you're wondering whether or not tongues evolved from a third limb. That's all that really comes to mind.
Okay.
So they can,
You're not
what-
sure that they didn't. That maybe that creatures in the
It's all
distant
that
past
living in
had
the
a-
woods on my own. I have no
It is.
idea how much the cost of butter is.
Yeah.
So for what we're doing here ultimately is getting items that are going to allow them to do a ritual to get
Get
this
rid of your axe. Yes.
So ultimately, this is really like the only kind of beneficiary from this is me. So I don't mind ultimately just paying the price out of my pocket
Well, okay.
Is your
Well,
axe
then,
rather
also-
than forcing you
What-
all to chip up.
What
Well,
do
no,
we need
I-
for the? What do we need for the items? For the ritual.
It was a plate,
A bowl?
and a
Yeah.
bowl and a tankard, I think. Let me double check. Martin's mantle.
I hope it
Dave
just turns
might-
out to
well,
be the.
Dave-
Gold
Dave might
inlaid
scroll
plate
all
and a
the way at the
chalice.
I like the idea. It's just breakfast equipment.
Yeah, can we not just get that from any kind
It's
of?
literally just going to be whoever's going to be doing.
Yeah,
the
just buy
magic
lunch
just needs a
and,
good
throw the rest
breakfast
away.
and-
Yeah, you know that this kind of specially blessed equipment and ritual treasure, you could usually get 300 to 400 gold per piece to the right seller. To someone who just
Okay.
wants a nice plate and a chalice,
all right,
it's
guys,
not worth that much.
it's out of our
Maybe
price range.
maybe 100 to 200.
I'll
But,
jam. I'll bring that price down. I'll haggle.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well-
all right, let's put it this way. Let's offer them 50 gold. If they're not going to take it, we're moving into the shaking them by the ankles.
We'll just step up and up, but we don't want to go straight to nuclear first.
No, no,
because,
no,
You know, we
no.
don't want to piss people off.
No, fair enough.
We can
No, I get
start
that,
off
but
by asking them what price they're prepared to sell it at.
yeah,
Oh, they'll
And-
say
and-
they'll say hi then. They'll go like 5.
I mean, they may well do, but you know, at least then we'll have a benchmark to start from.
right. Maybe we
We
can
can
try
come
and
down.
convince them that they actually aren't that worth that much, and that we need them for a different reason.
I'll just
And maybe a
convince
bit
them
of
that they're
pressure.
All right, if we can find out who their
Yeah,
enemies
I mean,
are,
if we have to
can
bark
use
pressure
that.
them a bit,
Yeah.
bark silver tongue pressure them a little bit,
Yeah.
with the threat that well, you can either sell it now for some money, or get stabbed and sell it for no money.
Yeah, like I say, if we can find out who
We-
their enemies are, we might be able to use that and say that we're.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I'm
Good.
not certain
got
we should
plans.
really straight threaten to stab them.
Not,
Oh, that's why
just
the
for
bard
sake
say
of
it and
that.
not me.
Don't
Not
rule it
initially.
out. Don't rule it out.
No. They're not
Yeah.
all.
We have to remember that we're
That's why
in
we bring
town,
the
and
bard.
obviously we have to follow the rules. So
yeah,
if
you
we
are
gonna
in a
stab
city.
somebody-
You've
yeah,
already
we
been
have to stab them
warned
in the
by
sewers.
the tavern keep to
Yeah. So
keep it professional.
Keep on the level.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if we are going to stab anybody, it's stabby down the sewers, because that way we can
Yeah.
get rid of the bodies. So, all right, okay. Are we ready to head to the pub then?
Okay.
We
Yep.
need anything to take with us? Okay, fine.
So
We got a plan. All right.
I did check the video, and currently, Jeff, you are sporting a humongous hangover, so you are currently rolling disadvantage on all rolls.
Cool.
Okay, so you make your way out of the liveliness that is the Queefing Griffin. Already, Hildegard is on stage performing. You wave to the bouncers on your way out and make your way back through to the entrance to the deliberation disc and down the alleys to the tumbling tankards.
Okay.
You're now at the tumbling tankards.
All right,
Again, it's very
right.
quiet. No one's outside.
Do we
Can
want to
we-
send in slightly
I'll-
less
I'll-
conspicuous people?
I was going to say,
I'll
how
go in
about
first.
you go out around the back first? Don't even go in. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know where
I
you
wa-
are.
I want to
Well,
go
we
in
need to
first.
come up with a
Check out.
signal.
I want to go in first and check out the table before
Yeah, I
anybody
mean-
else does.
Ultimately, I'm not going to serve much benefit being in there unless things kick off. So I'll
If you
I'll
hear
just go around.
commotion, come in.
Yeah, I'll just go around the back, chill by the back door, and yeah, if someone wants to come and get me or someone wants to scream loudly, either or.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, I'll head around the back of the tavern.
Okay, so you head around the back. The actual back of the tavern, or near the great entrance to the sewer?
Specifically to where the door that came out the back of the tavern letting out into that alley is. I'll
Okay.
kind of just stand to the side of there, looking burly.
Looking at Ard.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you're around the back. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to enter first just to recce and
Yeah,
make sure,
and we'll
see
give
whether
him-
anybody's
we'll
at
give him
that table.
2 minutes to recce
Yeah.
the area, and then we'll follow.
Right, so you go in, dabble. It's a
Yep.
bit busier than it was this morning. About 2/3 of the tables are full. You don't see the two humans that you saw in the morning.
Okay.
You,
Is that? Sorry.
Dalmond, the barkeep, sees you as you walk in, and he sort of waves you over.
Okay, I'm just I'll amble over.
Okay. Evening. Figured you'd be back after you left your message. Yeah, Pidgeot and Gore were in earlier, about an hour or so after you left. They saw the message you left, and did one, and they haven't been back since.
Oh. They must think that we're the Rozzers then.
Well,
Okay, we all wander in, I guess.
You were a quite an imposing bunch, especially with your big Goliath mate. I think they figured out that you were asking questions about stuff you shouldn't have known about. Yeah, because I thought that they took them from you, but talking to them, sorry, they tried. You bought those items from them, and you wanted your money back, and that's not what happened, was it? They took them from you, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they know you're looking now, so you're not going to find them in here again.
Okay. Thank you anyway. Can I have a beer?
Yeah, here you go.
Fair enough. We'll come in and join him. Once you relay that information, we'll go off and
We'll have a beer each because it's not
we'll
his
grab
fault,
you from the back alley and tell you to come in and.
I was going to say, we
Grab him on the back
alley,
and
leaving you out there.
fucking drink and
No.
left him in the alleyway.
Yeah.
We'll go and get you and bring you in.
Cleaning the nails on the edge of your axe.
But we're now.
Did I hear you
on
right? You're going to grab him up the back alley?
Yep. But avoiding his big chopper because we know what happens there.
That's 20 minutes in. There we go.
Episode 14.
It wasn't even you.
Episode 14. Back alley reach around. Yeah.
Now we're on a tracking exercise. We got to try and find these guys. And if they haven't been around for a while, any animal form I take is probably going to be less effective because the trail will have gone cold.
They were in a few hours ago. They were in about an hour after you left. So it's been maybe 4 or 5 hours since they were.
Well, I could try dog form and go off, and we basically try and sniff them down.
It is going to be hard to track them in a big city.
There is something that we've got to be careful of. Is that if they decide to retaliate first.
Okay.
That's why I'm here, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying there is a possibility they might decide to retaliate before we attack them.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm in dog form and I can track them down, we'll be able to find out whether they're either in for an ambush or not. It's whether or not we can pick the trail up. I mean, it's a big if. 4 hours is still a long. I got bonuses on the rolls, but there's no guarantees by any stretch.
Yeah. Well, it's worth trying.
Fair enough. I mean, the other option is your contacts in the underworld. If you want to make some form of Thieves Guild contact and try and wheedle it out of them that way.
It's difficult here because I'm not local.
You're not local.
You basically have made contact. The fence, the barkeep at the Tumbling Tankards is really your contact with the Euthydon underworld.
I reckon I can convince the barkeep to tell us where it is.
Yeah, well, if not,
we bribe the barkeep.
Oh,
if not, you've got Phil. Or we have Pandak, who was born here and lived here.
True.
So may have some insight to who we might press for more information.
Yeah. Any known figures, Pandak, in the area that we might go tap up or knock on doors?
The governor of the city is crooked, so we could go and have a chat with him, but he's in a difficult position.
Which is interesting because Euthydon doesn't have a governor; it's got a king and a queen. It's a diarchy. So.
I thought for a second that was like whisper chat between the two of you.
I thought it was really cool. I thought, oh wow, proper insider.
You know what? If I hadn't already clarified how Euthydon worked on stream for the rest of you, I probably would have let that go and just see where it went.
There's a strong
Clever, I like it.
Yeah.
Write your own story.
Yeah. So one thing you did see last time, you in wolf form, Sindan, you did track them from their scent outside to a large gated entrance to the sewers that was closed with a chain and padlock. You do know that. You did track them there before.
But that means going down
Is
the
it-
sewers, guys.
Well, first of all, is it worth just having us sticking our head out and having a look if that lock and chain are still on the gate?
Worth it. Go for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll walk out into the alleyway and have a
Okay.
look at the grate. Is the
Okay.
chain and the padlock still on?
It is still on. Yeah.
Does it look like it's been moved, adjusted since we were last there?
Give me.
Does it look well used or rusted?
It's
a
not.
lot.
It's not rusted.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
not particularly
so it looks-
good quality. It's not like rotten and as if it's not been used. It does look like it's been used. Give me an insight check.
Inside.
No, actually, no. Give me an investigation check because you have seen this before.
It's
So.
good. I'm worse at that.
Oh yeah, look at that. You are. Yeah.
You really are.
You don't know. You don't know if it's been
I
disturbed.
don't
or
know
not.
shit.
Yeah, you can't remember what the exact configuration, how many times it was wrapped round, which
Okay.
links it was cut through. You can't remember.
I mean, I could go to dog form and see if they've gone somewhere else, but chances are the sewers seem to be our best bet at this point. If they left and headed down there, that seems likely.
Are we aware of whether there's some kind of thieves organization, guild, or whatever that does exist down there, or are we just making assumptions?
I think
And
we were
if
told
so-
that most large towns have them, and this would be large enough to have one.
There would be.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
And if-
the thieves would just fight each other until there is one. So it's an
Okay.
actual organisation.
And-
I can open that lock if you want to. We can go through here to the sewers.
Yeah, Dabble,
Well,
you
I
would
can't
be
lock it-
aware that there was definitely some organisation here around the crime. You're also aware from the conversations you've had while you were here that the majority of what you would consider guild members would be elves and dwarves, and the two you're dealing with are humans. So they're more than likely not part of these thieves guilds, would be getting the members of the thieves guild very upset by operating like this, very brazen and out in the open,
We could
and
use that to our
probably
advantage.
from Shady Creek because they are human. And
Right,
know,
and that-
you know that the families of Shady Creek have been trying to get into Uthadern to exploit it for a while. You weren't aware of any success, but clearly someone's managed to get in.
We could definitely use that to our advantage, because if we tell the Thieves Guild and we come as honest actors, they may even help us provide tracking on these two guys then.
they're gonna
Yeah,
they're gonna wonder what our motivations are.
Well, we say it's
Depends on the
profitable
cost.
for us. We say it's profitable for us and offer them a cut.
Well, that's it, right? Then what's the cut, and is it going to be less?
Well,
than
all right. Well,
catch
the
up with
cut
these guys
is
and buy it off them?
let's put it this way: if we consider that these items on the open market may go for anywhere like 800 gold, if we say we're offering you 5%, that would seem fair for very little effort on their part, except information.
Does Pandak have any knowledge of whether of the existence of the guild and perhaps where it may be or anything?
Well, it's obviously been a while since I've been here because I don't even know who runs it.
It's an underground organisation. It's not like
Yeah.
It's not
They
like
don't
It's
post
not
it.
like Ankh-Morpork. They're not out on the street. They don't have a building. They don't leave.
Robin in the daylight.
Yeah, they don't leave calling cards. So no, you weren't in with the thieves. You know that it happened. You know the Glassblades try and keep a lid on it, and the thieves themselves try to not disrupt enough to bring the serious attention down upon themselves. But you wouldn't know where to start looking other than where you already are.
But we do not want to start a war with the Thieves Guild because that's basically us taking on organized crime, and yeah, we would lose.
What's wrong with that?
CSI D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah,
CSI Uthadern.
actually more like the Wire, I think. But yeah.
I'm all for that.
Shit.
All right.
Okay.
Do we want to try
Quick
the off
black
chance that they didn't
justice,
go down? Do we want to try the off chance they didn't go down the sewers, or do we just
There-
want to basically bite the bullet and head down the sewers?
Well,
I
where
think-
would
I
we go
think by-
instead?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Where would we go instead? If we don't go to the sewers, what's our next step?
Well, they may have a setup somewhere, but the chances are if they went down the sewers, that's where they're hiding out. because otherwise they would have headed to somewhere. They're gonna, unless they're fleeing the town, in which case their trail will lead to the edge of town and out into the woods, which is another option, which would be better for us because it means that we can operate without so much oversight.
Stabby.
So,
So
shall I go and quietly turn into dog form and we see if we can pick up their scent? And if it heads down the sewers, we're down the sewers, I guess.
We can open that gate. It's not a problem. That lock
Yeah.
won't be
Okay.
difficult to open.
All right.
And
That's it.
if that's the route, that's our basic source of obtainment.
Okay. Well, I'll head back out into the alleyway and form of a dog,
Okay.
which is my last change today, so I can't do it again today.
Okay, so you change into a wolf.
Yeah, and
Use
I
them.
will attempt to pick up their scent, and if needs be, even wander through the bar looking for my master, who was Dave Davil before. So I'll wander up to him and tug on him in a direction if I can pick up any sign of their scent.
Okay.
So you wander back in the bar. Again, all the people that weren't there this afternoon look in shock as this wolf just lets himself in the back door, trots up to Davil and starts nuzzling up at his hand.
I'm not certain I want to be tugged by a wolf.
So are you going to go sniffing?
Yeah, I'll go sniffing, and I have a advantage on all smell checks. And
Yeah.
I even have, I think I even have a special roll for it. Bear with me.
I think it's perception, isn't it?
Yeah, passive
Yeah.
perception of. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, crit. So yeah, you definitely pick up that smell that you saw. That smell that you smelt earlier.
Okay.
It's sort of hanging around the bar a bit, and then goes out to the back door.
Okay. Can I differentiate via that awesome roll whether this is the most recent of the trails that they've left?
Yeah, it does smell fairly strong.
Okay.
So you think
All right.
it's
Let's.
definitely.
I
It
tug
fits
on
with the
Davil.
time frame you were told when they were last there.
Doggy needs a wee. Doggy needs a wee. And get him to follow me out the back.
Okay.
So you want me to follow you out the back door?
Yes, please. I'm following
Okay.
the trail.
I want you to take him in the back alley.
You're sniffing at the back door to go the back alley.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh god, I've missed this.
Thing is, it's not even John this time.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, I'm out in the back now. Woof, woof, woof.
Okay, you can still smell it, and you can following the scent. You do follow it directly over to that grating, to the purple grating.
Woof,
It's time to remove that lock then.
woof, woof.
Whilst I'm
Make
going
sure-
on, I'm
Make
gonna go
sure
to
there's
the
nobody
barman.
around me. Get the other guys to sort of mask anything and be on watch out. And then I'm just
But
gonna.
we didn't follow you out.
Yeah,
We're sat at the bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
I'm just gonna have a chat with the barman.
Is there anybody about?
You can't see anyone about now.
Right, I'm gonna pop that lock.
Okay, while you're doing that, Jeff, what did you say you were doing?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna speak to the barman. Right. No really beating around the bush here. I'm hungover. I can't be arsed with all this fanning about. Where are these guys gone?
Nice roll.
Roll me a. Are you
I'll
trying to
lean over his
intimidate
shoulder.
him or
No, I'm trying. Just trying to be persuasive.
persuasion
Well,
check then, please, with disadvantage because you're really hanging.
What's my disadvantage?
Can I like assist by looking? I have pretty good persuasion. Can I just like lean in, like, yeah, tell us where he went. Like, but I
Like
have no
Goliath
charisma
flirting.
whatsoever. So I'm saying,
No.
so like
That's
slipping
not
off the
gonna
bar.
help.
Right, I'm trying to figure out how to do a roll because I've not done
You
it. For...
click on the persuasion skill in your character sheet. It
Yeah,
should
but-
Not too
roll.
long.
It should roll with advantage automatically. Bloody hell! All right.
He gives you his number.
Yeah.
You're in there.
Says right then. Okay. I can see you want to get your stuff back. All I want from you is when you find these guys, whatever you're gonna do to them, you do it well away from here. All right.
That's fine, mate. That's perfectly fine.
Right. As they come in here most days, smelling like shit, and I've heard word that the humans are hanging around in the sewers.
Cool.
They're starting to upset the local boys, and that's where you'll find them down there.
Okay, so you said they're sending the local boys. Does that mean if we deal with them, would the local boys be willing to give us a reward? You think?
Why would you think I would know who if they would do that, Mr. Bard?
Because you look like a man who knows this sort of thing, and again, I just can't be asked beating around the bush right now.
Yeah, you know what? I can't speak for them, but they might want to talk to you.
That's all we need to know. Cheers, mate. Right.
Nice.
Well, I'll go outside and let everyone know.
Yeah, I'll follow it. Like tankard in hand.
Woof!
I see Sindan's still a wolf, so just for shits and giggles, I just want to use what's the spell called again? Prestidigitation and summon the smell of a fart. Just to mess with his wolf senses.
Bark.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. The cameras are. Yeah.
I wander over to the bard, nuzzle up gently against his leg, and then quite happily lift my leg and piss down his left leg. Showing my appreciation.
Party fight.
Right. So while this is going on, Davil, you quite easily spring open the padlock.
Yep. And it's time to wave everybody through.
Click. It wasn't hard.
So, Jeff, have you relayed what the barman told you?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll let everyone know. But those guys, humans tend to smell like shit, so he thinks they're from the sewers, and they're pissing off the local guys. So let's deal with them away from here, and then speak to the local guys and possibly get something in return.
It may even be worth catching them.
I'm straining
rather
at the
than
gate
killing
now
them.
that the lock is off to see whether I can pick up the scent of these guys on the other side of it.
I noticed that none of you are still in the bar, so I go out the back. See what's going
Yeah, it may be worth. It may be worth.
Hold on, did we forget somebody? Sort of short and a bit fiery.
It may be worth capturing them and turning them over to the Thieves Guild.
No, we'll hold that out as a threat.
Well, because my thinking is the Thieves Guild themselves may get a little bit upset that we're going around stabbing people up in the sewers.
That's
We're
fair.
going to stab them up. We're going to threaten. Okay. We're going to use. Sorry, not threaten. We're going to use our advantage to make things better to our cause.
I'm going to bash them on the head and tie them up. I mean,
And not necessarily in that order.
Let the adults
Let's
talk
see- let's-
first,
let's
and
see
then
what
you
happens when
can
we get
bash them
there.
if necessary. Okay. We don't need to kill them.
100% stab. Okay.
Right. Let's go into the shithole then.
Okay, so the grate is open. You pull on it, and its hinges are fairly rusty. They make quite a loud creaking noise as you open them up. Yeah, and you make your way down. It's a fairly straight, dark tunnel at the moment. Which of you have got night vision? It's everyone everyone apart from Jeff and Camden, isn't it? So are you?
No, I've got that.
Oh, I don't have it.
Oh yeah, and Davil.
I
Actually,
have my special lamp, but
The wolf
I don't have
doesn't
night vision.
actually have night vision, so I don't
Yeah.
while I'm in
Okay.
this form.
So the only person who can actually see at the moment is Pandak.
No, I've got it.
Unless have you got? Oh, you've got. Yeah. Okay.
because tiefling, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So Pandak and Jeff, you can see. Is anyone lighting any
before,
I'm
anybody
definitely
or
lights,
something?
before anybody lights anything, to make us kind of fit in slightly better, I push everyone else over.
You, the dwarf,
Yeah.
push me, the Goliath, over.
I kneel
through his
behind
legs.
you and get,
Like
get
in
the
school,
flag.
you kneel down behind someone, get your friend to push them over you. Yeah.
I'm go-
What he means is he's gonna basically bend over and let you trip over him.
Yeah.
so I'm going to light my thieves lantern, but it's also the point is in the sewers are meant to be humans. They can't see in the dark, so they're
Yes.
going to have some form of lantern, and so therefore we're at an advantage tactically over them.
Mhm.
They're probably going to
How-
have thieves lanterns
how
like
dark
I
is
have.
How dark is the sewer?
It's pitch black.
That's yeah.
You can see as you look straight down there are gratings what look like at ceiling level, like the ones you were having a piss down behind the thing. So there's little bits of light coming in from these gratings, but they're like sporadic little bits.
Is there enough to see? Is there enough to see that if we were in single file behind someone who could see or someone who had a light, to be able to kind of follow them?
Yeah,
enough?
if you're close enough to them, yeah. If you were like within 5 feet of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I
That way
will
I don't
go
have to light
just
a
in
big
front
torch.
of Devil's Torch, then basically nose in air.
Okay, so about a minute, you walk down this tunnel and you come to a T-junction.
Left.
Okay,
Left.
can I tell by a scent which way
Always
these
hangs
guys
left.
have gone?
You can do a perception check.
Just go left. Like, guys, it's not this way.
No, perception check.
Yeah, that.
That was wisdom.
That would have been a good roll.
Would have been. Yeah.
My perception on this doesn't. Hold on.
There we go. What did I
Oh,
put
good.
DC? Yeah, you have a sniff and you notice that the scent does go down the left-hand path.
Okay, cool. In that
Nailed
case,
it.
woof, and off to the left.
Told you.
Okay, give me a second. Trying to remember how Roll20 works. There we go.
Ooh.
Nice.
So,
I just need to get myself a drink. I'll be right back, guys.
Who was
Hold
up
on.
front? Pandak.
Yeah.
So Pandak was up front.
He's drifting in front just to, I know.
Is this a rapid drink grab? Can
I
do
think,
rapid.
I think this is rapid brew break.
No, he's already back. Oh no, everybody buggers off. Bloody hell. John's lost weight.
It's the one benefit to living in like a small flat. It's
Oh, it takes me 5 minutes to get to the kitchen.
All right, fucking hell.
Hey,
Is that
could
because
you
you've
not
got to
already
navigate
leave?
amongst the staff?
Yeah,
See.
I've got a ding for the butler.
What's his name?
I don't know. I don't learn the names because then that might humanise them. It's harder to sack them.
Is that
when
why you
the
don't know
name.
my name?
Who are you again? You're apparently my son. Apparently, everybody keeps commenting on when there's thee and me on top. On either side that I look like an older version of you.
That's got to be mildly terrifying, Aiden.
He does have a
You're
ginger
now
beard.
scared,
like
aren't you?
me. You have got a ginger beard like me.
Less to the G word. It's Auburn.
Strawberry blonde.
It's fucking ginger, man. Like, I mean,
I'm not allowed to use that word in
I'm
this
proud
house.
of my heritage. I don't know about you.
I'm not a Scot though.
I mean, that's your fault.
I'm.
Anyone can be
proper-
Scottish if they try hard enough.
I've drunk a
That's
whole
true.
bottle of. I've drunk a whole bottle of Bucky in a couple of hours. Does that count?
Depends what happened to you afterwards.
I can't
Can't
really remember
remember,
much of
yeah.
that.
If you survived, I suppose, you know.
I'm still human. Ish.
Where the hell have I?
While we're in a bit of a lull, would anyone mind if we put this at every 2 weeks rather than every week, so I've got a bit more time to prep stuff?
Yeah, okay.
Um,
That sounds good.
Fine with me.
Yeah.
Fine by me too.
We're getting into the point where I've got basically nothing to crib off and sort of lift from. I'm having to do it literally everything.
No, that's
So-
fair enough.
Yeah, no worries.
I think you'll also
And-
be playing catch up a bit otherwise, because
Yeah.
Well,
that's
and
the
to
I
be
want to put
yeah.
some time in so I can make it good, so the bits you are doing are good and not sort of rushed.
If you do need a
It's
break,
good anyway, by the way.
if you need a break, I've got a couple of pre-ready scenarios I can run.
I mean, if you want to do like a one-shot one day and GM it, yeah.
Yeah. Though the only problem is I wrote for Dragon Warriors, not for D&D. So I'd have
Oh
to
no,
work
we're not
out-
changing systems mid-flow.
I'd have to work out how to translate. It shouldn't be
Yeah,
too difficult.
It shouldn't be
'cause
too hard, no.
Yeah, for a one shot, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
It's just Roll20 doesn't support Dragon Warriors.
I wish it supported Rollmaster. Oh,
Dragon Warriors is like 30 years old.
Yeah, it came out in 6 game books.
Yeah, I remember.
I had the
A mate of mine used to have it, and we used to play it. But it was.
I had the original.
They're novels.
I had the original game books, and I've got the reissue as well because I'm a geek.
I remember
I've actually got the original game books for Elric, the Elric role-playing game, which is quite rare these days. Absolutely screwed up system. Did not work at all.
What you mean Spellbringer? Sorry, not Spellbringer. Fucking hell. Stormbringer.
Yes, it was a
There was
version.
Stormbringer. Then it was based on BRS, and then but they had a weird kooky thing about demons and virtues.
Yeah, it was
I
all
remember
very
playing it.
strange.
Yeah, and it sort of never quite worked, and things were vastly overpowered.
Yeah.
As
Which
soon as you
sort
can
of
summon
made
a
sense
demon-
for some things, but then you got players who would basically whip one of these things out, and it was just like, okay.
What
Yeah,
we're talking about here? I heard whipping something out, and then I got a bit confused.
Stormbringer, the roleplay game.
Right.
Sorry, we're all back in the room. Sorry.
So you've made your way down the left-hand sewer. You've come to a set of steps. You've gone down it, and you are now on the map.
Ooh. Oh, there's a map. Cool.
Hmm.
Oh, all right.
Go forward 5.
All right, hold on. Can we, if we shine a light, can I go to the corner and smell round the corner?
If you want to show me where you want to go, yeah. Okay, well, as you get to the corner, give me a perception check.
Okay, bear with me. Find the right bloody... I'm always at advantage.
Okay, so as you get to about here, you smell what you recognise to be like an animal smell. You think it's probably rats.
Okay, freeze and go to the ground like a spotter dog,
Mm-hmm.
and basically don't make a noise but raise my tail.
Okay, so Pandak and Jeff, you can see this. You can see Sindan goes to that position by the corner and then stops and drops and starts wagging his little tail.
You smell something.
I think there's something up ahead. Should we get level and slowly edge around the corner?
I'll head over here and have a look down.
Okay, as you go around the corner, you do see a pair of rats. Actually, it's not a pair of rats. It's 2 swarms of rats.
Like
Cool.
rat
Good
king
with
shit.
swarms of things.
Like where all their tails are like bound together and shit.
No, it's not a rat king, but yeah.
Fucking rat king.
By the way, Pandak, this is a point where Burning Hands would be useful.
Yeah, you down the other way, away from us.
Yes. Oh shit! Initiative.
Everyone roll initiative. They have spotted
No.
you.
Remember to click
Right.
yourself.
How do I roll? Oh yeah, there's.
Yeah, click your send first.
There you
I can never roll initiative. Oh, bloody John with his bloody brilliant bloody rolls.
Let me order this. Descending. Okay, so up first is Jeff. As you come around the corner, you spot these 2 swarms of rats in the corridor.
Right.
Is that a rat?
No, that's a pot.
Oh, okay.
Broken pot.
Okey-dokey.
Not that sort of pot.
Oh.
I'm just... Okay, the screen's just gone completely like a big black square's covered everything, so I can't actually see what the fuck's going on.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, black squares.
Oh yeah.
It's happened with ours.
Yeah, it's made a gap down the bottom bit.
There we go.
Can you see?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's back now.
Okay. So I'm going to.
So they're currently sort of writhing around, sort of just two piles of rats just moving around on each other. They look like they're probably feeding, but they have spotted you.
I'll just get my ruler out. Right. Okay. So can I move to? Oh. Can I move to here? Because
Tape measure. Yeah, you can move to there.
yep, cool. Right. Because I'm hungover and I can't be arsed. Oh, fucking rats. Right. I'll just blast off Thunderwave. Fuck it.
Okay.
Whoa.
What's Thunderwave again?
Uh,
Is that it explodes out from you?
yeah. I'll see if I can.
You may want to step back,
It's
actually.
from 15-foot cube,
Yeah, it's 15-foot
yeah.
cube.
2d8 thunder damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
which would incorporate. Yeah, which would hit all of those.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
Actually,
that.
would it? 15
No.
foot? No, it wouldn't. You'd have to step. It wouldn't know that they are too far apart for them both to get hit by a thunder wave. The
Ever?
No, they are.
So
It's
15 foot. You said
Yeah.
15
foot.
foot cube.
yeah,
15
so
foot cube.
15 foot would be 50. Oh, that's 10, 15.
So that would be 15 out.
5, 10,
Okay.
15, and then
Yeah, so
If it was from him.
so it's a 15-foot cube is 15 by 15 cube. So it's the 3 squares around you, basically. So it's all the squares around you.
yeah. Oh, I
That's
see.
lame.
I
Okay.
thought it was.
Well, wait a minute. If he steps there, hold on.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
step there,
he still only get one.
let me just clarify.
But surely,
that.
because it's a cramped, echoey chamber.
Yeah, technically there's a wall on one side. Would redirect the explosion.
15-foot cube.
It's going to be damaging fart the spell.
What?
Damaging fart the spell.
Oh no, I can't damage anyone with that spell. That's just an illusion spell, which makes things smell.
I am looking. Hang on. Yeah, it's the 3 squares around you.
That sucks.
You just move up. Instead of moving to there, move to there, and just take out the top ones.
Yeah, okay, I'll just move there.
Because it gets pushed 10 feet away from you on a successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do that then. From that.
Okay, so you move to there. And what are you doing, Thunderwave, or?
Yeah, it's Thunderwave.
Okay. So roll whatever you need to roll. Constitution save. Okay.
Did I do that right?
Yep.
Yep, you did.
DC 13. It fails. So what does it take? It takes
12.
thunder.
12
And gets pushed 10 feet away.
Bye.
Okay. Push away 10 feet. Bang. So as you release Thunderwave, this swarm of rats in front of you starts moving towards you, and you release it, and you just see a cloud of rats get blown backwards, and they all land in this dishevelled heap 10 feet away.
Cool.
Nice shot.
You see a couple of them get pinged off the wall, and they're now lying dead on the floor and in the sort of sewer, swampy water in the middle of the sewer.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Next up is Sindan the Wolf.
I think I went a bit overkill there.
Right. The big bang, like fireworks and dogs,
Yeah, you hear this.
frightens me a little bit.
Boom! Yeah.
And I run to up here and basically just stand guard.
Okay.
Me and rats aren't gonna get on in this form.
You holding an action?
I am
Just
holding an
attack it.
action. Yeah, I will hold an attack. If anything gets within 10 feet, I will rush to attack it. Or
Mm.
anything that attacks Jeff as well, I will attack.
Well, no, that's a move action as well.
Okay,
So
in that-
you can say you can attack anything that comes within range of you if you want.
All right. I will. Yeah,
Or
I
you
will
can
attack
move
anything
somewhere
that comes.
else and say.
I will. In that case, I'll pull up behind John
Mhm.
And yeah, I will basically hold an attack against anything that attacks him or comes within range.
Okay.
Quick
Uh-huh.
question: did we have arrest before, and do we have spell slots back?
You did, yeah. You came out of your rest with your gigantic handing over, so yeah, you should have all your spells back.
Cool. Just
Cool.
honest double check.
In fact, you haven't done anything that would deplete spells since you arrived at Uthadun, so even if you hadn't, you should have had all your spells ready. Apart
Cool.
from Sindan, who's been changing form.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a daily limit for Sindan. It's not a spell slot thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rats are up. Speed. Okay, it's going to 1, 2, rush up to Jeff. What's left of them. And it's going to try and, in fact, it's going to rush onto the same square as Jeff. But I'm going to put it in front of it just so we can keep track of it. So they're just going to start running up you and start trying to bite at your legs on your same square. And they are going to attack. What's your AC?
13.
And they hit you for 4 piercing damage.
Can I nip at his ankles as they try and attack him?
You can, yes.
Okay.
So you can do an attack action now if you want.
Okay, I will attempt a bite.
AC, no,
Doesn't
it
look-
misses.
Okay, fair enough.
So you,
Fast little bastards.
you're trying to, yeah, they're really quick, and you're trying to nip at it, but you're careful not to try and gouge into Jeff's Achilles
Yep.
tendon. So that's that rat done. Next up, Pandak.
I'm going to move over to here. I feel Jeff has got.
Right, so
those rats
you
as well.
can't move through Jeff's square because there's a bunch of rats in it.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, so where was I? I was there.
Yeah.
So I need to go. Ah, right, okay, fine. So I need to move one back.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to pull out some burning hands. Because it's time.
Okay, where are you pointing the burning hands?
South. Into the tunnel at the other rats that aren't attacking John.
Okay.
Jeff.
John, Jeff.
What's the save
each-
on that?
So each character makes a dex save.
What's your spell DC?
13.
Dex save.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, crit fail. So
Yay!
is that 10 fire damage? Double damage, yeah. So
Toasted rat.
yeah, you brace yourself and you bring back the memory of the hideous demise of your former colleague, and you realise that you're now being careful. You know how this works, and you focus and you push, and rather than being a gigantic cone, you see it pinching at the end, and all of the flames dive into this pile of rats. You can hear popping as some of them go up, and
Rats.
there's now a smoking pile of rats. There's still some movement in there, but yeah, they're very seriously damaged.
Is it wrong that I feel quite hungry now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that
does.
is
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Rat on a stick.
It is quite wrong.
Yeah.
I love the implication as well. that
Ratatouille.
Oh.
Bad joke.
Yeah.
I love the implication that it's like he now knows how burning hands work. As
Yeah.
if he killed Thokul because he was like, how does this work?
Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Okay, so what's left of these rats is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Go around the corner.
They're going to lead us to some more rats. Or a big rat king.
A
Rat king.
Rat king.
Fucking rat king.
Okay, Camney, you're up.
I'll just wait from the back, I guess, like fucking miles away. Yeah, I'll use my whole move to move 60 feet right
Okay.
up to here.
Okay.
And That's it.
Was
Okay.
that a Sonic power up?
Yes. Yes, that was Sonic the Hedgehog. Right, Devil. You hear this commotion
Is there
going
much
on.
I can do against the rats? Because I have jabby weapons.
You can attack them, yeah. They're currently trying to attack Jeff's legs, so you can have a go at the ones you can get to, yeah.
Can I get there in time?
If you get next to Sindan, like if you go there, then you
Yeah.
can do it.
Okay, so I'll head there and I'll go jabby, jabby, jabby,
Okay.
and hope that I don't roll a natural one.
Tempted to know.
Where's my jabby, jabby, jabby with my rapier? There.
It hits. You manage to.
Fuck me.
Yeah. So roll damage.
Oh bugger! Sorry, ignore that.
Yeah.
Tap the rapier thing. There
There
you
we
go.
go.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. That was all.
11. Okay.
11.
So
11.
rather skillfully,
11.
you sort of run up, you get your rapier ready, and as they are sort of swarming around his legs, you jab forward just as they're coming around the back, and you manage to skewer 3 of them straight through onto your rapier. There's now only 1 rat left, currently nipping around Jeff's legs.
Oh,
Nice.
kebab.
Rat kebab, or as they call them around here, a kebab.
You've eaten in Bradford too.
I have actually eaten
Oh.
in Bradford. Yeah, that was with John, in fact. Yeah.
Oh, our first pet test together.
Halcyon days. Right, Jeff, you're up next. There's now one rat nipping at your feet.
I'm just going to try and stab the rat in the face, like, you rat bastard.
Okay. That hits. Well, I don't even need you to roll damage. You managed to kill the rat that is currently around your feet.
Cool.
It is an X-rat.
Okay.
To cease to be.
Mm-hmm.
Just run down the curtain and join the choir invisible.
Now,
Yes.
what
Sindan,
is
you're
the
up.
movement of 40 feet I can move? Bear with me. Let's take a quick measurement. Where 40 feet's going to put me.
Oh, I see that thing already down there.
Yeah. I'm going to move forward
Okay.
to... I can't catch the rats, so yeah, I'm going to move down to there and
Okay.
see if I can actually see anything.
You can see that. So you see
Okay.
what looks like there's a sewer pipe emptying out into the sewer in front of you, and you can see the what's left of the swarm of rats still smoking, going around the corner.
Okay.
Rats having cigarettes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yes, because it makes them look cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I will reserve an attack if anything comes in range, but I will hold here because that's my movement.
Okay, that rat is dead. Pendek.
I'm just gonna recklessly run down
25, yeah.
25.
25, because you've got tiny little dwarf legs.
Fuck's
Well,
sake.
unless you're not using your
Oh,
action,
shit.
and then you can do 50.
No, I'm gonna hold there, and again hold an action of jab with a knife if
Okay.
anything comes in action in range.
Right, so this swarm of rats, what's it going to do? It is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And
It's a
Camry,
mama rat.
you're up next.
Yeah.
Can go charge?
Gonna run to there, yeah? 60 feet. Can't do anything else
You
till I
can
get
run
down
to
there.
there, yeah.
Cool. Let's double check what that was too. Like there.
Yeah, so that's where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking sprint around the corner. Full
Reveal
pelt.
some more. So you can see that now. Oh, hang on. For some reason it didn't reveal. Okay.
No, I'm
You can see
dead.
that.
Oh, oh,
Nothing.
everything's gone
Why
dark.
the hell did...
Wrong layer.
No, I'm on the right layer.
There we go.
Weird.
Magic.
Yeah, so you can see that, and you can also see that there. So you can see the smoking rats and 2 other swarms of rats.
To the west, or at least
Yes.
kind of west cardinally, is what does that look like? That kind of.
It looks like a reinforced door.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And then I do nothing else because.
Right, then what I need to do, I need to add some things to the initiative order. And oh, and they're actually in the right place on the list. So that was Camney, so yeah. So next up would actually be Dabble.
Oh,
Let me just put this in the right. Oops, put this in the right order, and then can I switch it back to Dabble? No, I'll just advance it forward to Rondell. There we go, Dabble, you're up.
I'm just checking distance. So I'm 30 foot, aren't I?
Yeah.
If I want to save an action, so I'm going to advance to there. Hold on. I'm going to advance there
Okay.
and just reserve my action.
Okay. What are you reserving? An attack?
An attack maybe if they, if they can.
A ranged attack?
Yeah, actually yes, yeah, because I can at least take out a couple of rats.
So you're going to hold a ranged attack until they start advancing towards you, and
Yeah.
you've got. Okay.
If they look like they're going to start, coming forward, I'll shoot an arrow.
Okay. Well, next up is this swarm of rats, and it is going to notice these smoking rats come shooting past, and then this giant Goliath come around the corner. You can't actually see at the moment, Camney, so I probably shouldn't have revealed this because you charged forward without any light source. But then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and bite you.
Rat.
And they will hit for 7 damage.
Ouch.
7 piercing damage.
Could
And
Dave have a
that's-
pop at him with his
He
bow
could
at this
if you,
point?
if you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a pop at them.
Okay.
No, I won't.
Crit fail. So it pings off into
Yep.
the sewer pipe on the wall.
As long as it's not going to hit me.
Blink. Okay. So next up is this all rats, and this will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll also attack Camney.
I know they've got like side-by-side bonuses and shit.
No, we've not done that.
Fucking goblins.
Can do. Oh, actually, yeah, they.
Oh, you
No, they
had to
don't.
say it.
They don't. No, no, they don't have pack.
Just stay quiet.
Right,
And the
so
barbarian brings about his own
yeah.
demise.
These that misses. It doesn't manage to hit you. Next up is Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Man, Jeff.
Jeff.
I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
I think I moved to there yet. And because I've noticed everyone's in the dark, I'm gonna make some pretty dancing lights appear. Because I'm nice like that.
Okay. So where are you putting the dancing lights?
How do I click on where I want them to be?
You can just click and hold, and it will ping it like that.
Alright, so one there,
Okay. How many
one
do you?
there,
Yeah.
and one there.
Okay. So yeah, those go out. It's now nice and brightly lit.
Appreciate it.
Sindan, you're up.
Okay. I am basically going to run past Jeff up to these rats and have a chomp at them on my wolf form.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Which doesn't do very well.
Misses.
Yep. I'm going to use the rest of my move to move away slightly and give the rest of the team a place to fight.
Okay, the rats will get an attack of opportunity against you as you
Oh,
go out of its range.
never mind then. I'll just stay there.
Okay.
Screw it. Okay.
I think that's the dead one. Yeah, we'll remove him from the turn order. Now, that swarm of rats. It's not swarm of rats, that's Panda. Right, so the burnt rats are going to continue their flight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pandak.
If you set me on fire,
I'm gonna do Ray of Frost at the rats who are being island of me.
Okay. That hits.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Ray of Frost is a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 But it hits, it does some damage.
Cool.
But because they're sort of wrapping around each other and sort of just this big pile of rats,
Mhm.
yeah, you can't tell how much damage it did. It probably wasn't much, but it did hit. Do you want to make a move?
I do not.
Okay. Camney, you're up. It's now nice and bright, and you can see these rats are at your feet.
oh, yeah, unsheath my my great axe, and I will take a swing at the ones to my south. These ones.
Okay.
Here. Do I need to rage? Oh, I'm not going to waste a rage, actually. I'm going to attack recklessly as well, actually, for advantage. Didn't really need it, but yeah.
Okay, that hits. So they get advantage on you now when they attack, don't they?
Ignore the rage damage. Click the wrong one.
Okay, so 7 slashing damage to the one there. Yep, you cleave into them. You definitely see a few rat bodies fall apart, but the bulk of the rats are still there.
Cool.
Do you want to move?
Probably not. They're just
Nah, they're going
piling.
to attack me anyway, so
Yeah,
I'm not going to
yeah.
risk the attack of
Okay.
opportunity.
Dabble, you're up.
I think it's time to just make a load of rat kebabs.
Okay.
So where's the short bow? There it is. Fuck's sake! Twice in a row.
Crit miss again.
God.
And it follows the other one into the drain pipe. In fact, as it goes into the drain pipe,
It pierces a turd, bobs away.
I have a turd kebab.
I'm going to wake something up, innit?
you do see something coming out now
No.
with, like, you can see a graze down its side. It's a big rat.
Uh-oh.
But it would be like the shit demon from.
You see, I saw that before the rest of you, so I tried to damage it first.
So
Honest.
Smooth recovery.
Let me roll his initiative now.
Oh, tits.
12, so it comes after Sin then. So it's currently Dabble, reorder. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so do you want to make a move?
No, I'm going to stay there because then I can still snipe.
Okay. So next up is the swarm of rats in front of Camney. So it's going to move into your space, Camney, but I'll leave it where it is, just so we can keep track of it.
Mhm.
And then, if I can find its character sheet, he's going to. How much health has it got? Yep, bite you. And it's going to hit for 2 piercing damage. So now you've taken damage, you need to roll a DC, a Wisdom saving throw.
Fuck yes, I do. Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Wisdom saving throw. Bye, y'all.
and you fail. So you feel the anger burn through you as this rat bites you on the just tiniest little injury on your ankle, but the red mist descends. You are now berserk. You must attack
Nearest creature.
your nearest creature. Yeah. Okay. Next up is the swarm of rats next to you. It is also going to move into your space, but I'll leave it where it is, and then it will try and attack you.
Does this mean
Actually, no,
if
it's
I...
going to attack Sindan. It's
Okay,
going to move into Sindan's space and attack him.
Okay. That solves that question.
It's going to crit you.
I'm going to cut in with some cutting words at these rat bastards.
So that's 14 piercing damage.
14. Okay,
Yeah.
that brings me out of wolf form.
Okay.
So I am now back as...
Right, let me get rid of that then.
Yeah. And I take 2 hit points myself. All right,
Okay,
grand.
yeah. They just
Okay.
pour onto you, and they just surge over your wolf body and start biting into your flanks and your legs and your neck. And as this happens, you collapse under it, and then poof,
Yep.
you appear again. They are
Covered in
very
rats.
separate, covered in rats. Okay, and now it is Jeff.
Right, I'm going to move to here
Mm-hmm.
and whip out my amazing pincer staff
Yeah.
and
Okay.
and grab onto some rats.
Believe the pincer staff is medium creatures, and they are tiny creatures.
What about the big rat?
Medium
or
or
smaller.
Okay, but they are tiny, so
Well, technically smaller than medium.
they are. So I'm gonna GM you on this one and say they are so small that the reach of the pincers, the shape that they form, is
Should catch
way
many.
bigger than a single rat. You're
So
not
I'll
going
catch
to be able to.
multiple rats.
You're not going to be able to pincer staff a bunch of rats that are currently
What about
on
the
your.
big rat? What about the
Alright.
big rat?
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to try it against that would work. But not against these ones. And they're currently also all over Sindan, so you're more likely to get Sindan than the rat.
Just pinch him.
Alright, well, if that's the case, I'll get my dagger out and try and stab them.
Okay.
And mace and
Crit
get
miss.
in the nipple.
Right, can you roll damage, please?
Tonight is Crit City.
Have you hit me? You hit me!
Also, right, what's damage? I completely forgotten how to blooming...
Just press dagger.
Click the dagger name on in the chat.
There you go. That was an attack.
That's the attack. Click the dagger name in the chat.
So where it says dagger in chat.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right, Sindan, you take 3 piercing damage as Jess tries to get these rats on you, and he gets in between them and stabs you.
Oh gee. I'm starting to see a replay of an episode.
This is,
Which one's next?
we just slowly progress around the group, slowly killing off
That's it.
characters one by one.
Okay, so this rat is going to jump down and is going to attack Camney. Let's get his character sheet up.
I'm going to shout some cutting words at this
I
rat
have
because
been
I
lost
can see he's
from
going
the
to attack him.
initiative. By the way, I think I've missed a turn because I got lost from the initiative chain.
Oh yeah, what was your initiative? Do you remember? Can you have a look?
I
up?
I thought it was high. Hold on.
Here we go. Initiative. Sindan 16.
16.
So can you roll initiative, and I will
Yeah.
manually change it.
Yep, bear with me. I gotta remember where all these things are. There we go.
And then reorder it. Oops. Sending. So last we had Jeff, didn't we?
Yeah.
Last we had Jeff. He stabbed. Then it's Sindan.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
So you're up.
so-
Before that rat moves, he's now stood up there. Then
Yes. Okay. Well,
you're now covered in rats.
that's fine, but I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Okay. What's the radius on Moonbeam?
It is 120 feet, but it only covers one single creature, one 5-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So-
I'm going to put it on that rat. Okay.
Okay.
As soon as his turn starts, he has to make a saving throw, or take 14 damage.
What's the saving throw? Yeah. What's the saving throw?
Okay. Hold on. Reading
Is-
this. Constitution saving throw.
What? Okay, against your. Okay. Yeah. What's your spell save DC? Because it is his turn now, so I'll do it.
Yeah. It's 13.
Con saving throw. He succeeds. He rolls a-
Okay. In that case, he takes half of that.
So he takes 7 damage.
Yes, and I can move that around for 6 rounds.
Okay, you see this
Nice.
moonbeam land on him, and even though he manages to skitter out of the way before he gets the full dose, he looks quite severely damaged. So he's
Okay.
going to hop down and he's going to attack Camney.
We need to put a marker down that the moonbeam is there. Anything that moves into it takes that damage as well.
Okay, well, I don't have anything yet, but
Bear with me, I will-
Or you can draw something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll draw something.
So he hits you, he crits, so you take 4 piercing damage. Oh, hang on, no, he didn't crit, so no, you just take 4 piercing damage. And you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Should have fucking raged.
And you fail, so you've now contracted a disease. Until the disease is cured, you can't regain hit points except by magical means, and the target's hit point maximum decreases by 3 every 24 hours.
You...
You got the pox.
Galloping Knobrot.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's the rat's turn. That one's continuing his run. Pandak, you're up.
I've got a question about an attack that's a cone.
Uh-huh.
If I was to be here and did a cone that's 15 foot downwards,
Yeah.
would that be 1 square, then 3 squares?
1, then 3, then 3. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to do Burning Hands going down.
Okay. Just
On-
the ones that are currently next to Pandak are actually on Pandak, and the one that is in front of Camney is currently on Camney. So the only one that's currently in its right spot is the giant rat. This one.
Crap,
If you
right, okay. Yeah,
Do
yeah,
not
okay.
set me on fire.
I am not.
Or me
okay.
either.
Retract. Learn my lesson. Instead, I'm going to magic missile the big rat.
What
Think-
level and how many?
I'm going to do it at level 2, so it
Okay.
will be. Bear with me. So it'll be 4 darts.
Okay, so you can send them to different targets if you want to.
I know, but can they hit even though they're on people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. I said 1 to each set of rats and 2 to the big rat.
Cool.
Okay, so 1 each to the ones on your friends, and then 2 to the giant rat. So
Yeah.
what's the damage on those?
Oh, hold on.
4
That.
apiece.
Yeah,
No.
4 a
Yes,
piece.
4 per missile.
So it's 8 on the big one, which kills it,
Oh, cool.
and then 4 on him, and 4 on him. Okay, so the big one is just wiped out, and you see the missiles slap into rats that are currently not actually on top of your friends. They're sort of dropped off and ready to run back up, and they bang, bang, and they explode. Do you want to move?
I'm gonna charge in, ready to stab.
Okay. Camney, you're up. You must attack the closest creature to you, which is the one
The
that's
rats
currently
on
on
me.
top of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to rage?
I'm not going
Okay.
to rage. Yeah, I will attack with the great axe. I'll show normally.
That will do it. Roll for damage.
14.
That's a big hit. So you actually manage to completely kill those rats. They start to make their way up you in a swarm. You just get your axe and just push it down you like you're shaving it off, and they all just flop off. Little tiny little arms and legs just dropping off. They're down. Do you want to make a move?
Does he have to make a saving throw for the axe every time he changes opponents, or
No.
is it?
No, every
no,
time he
just
takes
once?
damage.
If I take damage, I have to run in until that particular fight ends.
Yeah.
The
until
curse is in effect.
no creatures within 60 feet of you that you can see or hear.
Holy crap! Okay.
Yep, it's real fucking bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Um.
Probably should have got this sorted.
Yeah. Did we establish that it once the fight ends, or at least until hostile creatures are gone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, once the fight ends and I don't have to sprint 60 feet to stop the fucking shit.
Yeah.
But the fight isn't going to end till we find those rats that fleed.
Well, I'll GM roll that, but it's see or hear. So if he can't see them or hear them, then
Yeah.
Yeah, I will make a move up to here. Just have a look down the corridor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll allow that. It doesn't say you can't, so I'll allow that.
Yeah, only says I have to try and attack on the start of the turn.
Yeah.
That's the-
So you'll have to move. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll make me move back.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
So you can now see down to the end of the corridor there.
Yeah.
All right. Dabble, you're up.
So if I run down to here, I can get a shot off at the this one.
That one is currently on Sindan, so if you run
Yeah.
past Sindan, they'll get an attack of opportunity. If you go here, you can get a good shot at them.
Okay. So I'll go there and I'll have a shoot,
Okay.
and hopefully I won't fumble.
One.
this
Yeah.
time.
Don't shoot me in the head.
That hits.
So it's that. Does that count as surprise stealth?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So hold on. So that's an extra 4 as well.
Okay. 11. Okay, you take careful aim and release, and as the arrow screams past Sindan, you see it picks up a couple of rats on its way past,
Rat kebab.
and there's now significantly less rats on Sindan.
Right, I'll be back in a sec. Just carry on. I'll just put
Okay.
it on mute.
You're dead. You are alive. So the one on Sindan is going to move onto Pandak square and attack Pandak.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you do. Yeah, both Jeff and Sindan will get an attack of opportunity, so do that now.
Cool.
Problem is once these things kill us, the Barbarian's gonna be on our ass. Alright, out with the quick quarter staff.
Okay, you hit Jeff, so roll damage. And you hit. So 5 from Jeff. And how much from Sindan? 5? Yeah, you managed to take him out.
Nice.
Okay. On it's my move now? Or
Jeff's.
no,
It's
Jeff's
Jeff's,
move.
yeah.
Go.
So there are currently... Well, we'll wait for Dave to get back, because there's currently
Okay,
no
in that
one
case-
in sight.
I'm gonna take a
No,
quick
no, I
pee.
can, I can hear
Oh,
you.
you got back. Okay.
I can hear you. I just put you on mute because I'm in the toilet.
Oh, Bluetooth.
Oh.
You're Bluetoothing from the...
Toilet with you?
Yeah, I can get this microphone all the way down
Please tell
all
me
over
that's
the-
your sink.
Can I hear a
I
scream?
think it's a
I
sound.
hear a
God
scream.
damn it.
I'm gonna go. No, I need to pee myself now.
I was
Demonetized.
washing my hands. I was washing my hands. Okay.
Yeah.
You
That just had
used
like
to
20
piss,
seconds.
fucking sink pisser.
It's a disadvantage of wireless headphones. I can get this all across the first floor of the house.
Mansion.
Shh.
All across the estate.
Not quite. It's not that powerful. So, is this combat over?
It is, yeah.
It's
But
not
I just
very
want Camney, can you do a wisdom saving throw, please?
I can. What's the saving throw? Nicht gut.
Okay, you have still got the rage, and
I can't see any
you can't
enemies.
see any enemies, but you're still angry, and you turn around and stare at the group from the dark,
Shit.
What's up, guys?
and he's mad.
Jeff, can you sing a song of calming down?
That's just fucking running.
I have a question, and it's
I
an
think we can
important
take
one.
him.
Will
Since my
he
new
put
level,
him-
I have an absurd amount of HP. I suggest running.
will he put himself into significant danger to attack us? Would he run through a burning building, in other words, to get at us?
You don't know.
Would the curse make him do that?
You don't
We
know.
don't know.
I mean, I do. I will definitely run through a burning building. Just for the effect.
All right. Well, is it my? Is
It's
Jeff
Jeff's
taking his turn?
Yeah, Jeff's
Okay.
going in the initiative order.
Alright. So I look over at Camney and see he's still Glaswegian. And I run away.
Okay,
Classic Jeff style.
so you make a move. Do you want to do anything else after you've done your move?
Nope.
You don't want to attempt at all to talk him down with a persuasion check that he really shouldn't be
Oh.
attacking you.
You must have
Alright.
had more run distance than that as well, by the way.
Alright, if that's the case then.
Well, if you're not going to use your action, yeah, you can absolutely do one. But if you want to use your action, you could run to
No,
there and say,
I didn't know I could use persuasion as an action during combat,
Yeah.
so if that's the case then.
yeah, you can do anything as an action, pretty much.
Cool. I'll try and calm Camney down.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah. So what do you
Uh,
say?
the-
What do you say to Camney to bring him off the edge?
Be right, mate. Be right.
Jeff makes a persuasive argument to you.
I'm a simple man.
Yeah,
I'm a
and you
simple man,
realise
you
that
know?
the rats have gone. There's no more danger. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
no longer berserking.
Super.
Okay. Let me clear that. Yep.
Are we done with battle?
You
Now
are
the
done-
reason
you are
being
out of
is I
initiative.
still have 6 more turns of this moonbeam, and I can move it at 60 feet a turn.
Mhm.
I can move this sucker down the hall, as it were.
Yeah.
So if I pick that up and go 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, I can actually move it down to there,
hmm
and I will move to there just in case something comes around the corner.
Okay.
Now that I've seen that our barbarian friend has calmed down.
So,
So, seeing as you're maintaining your moonbeam, I'll try and keep it in a sort of round order. So, if you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
tell me
okay.
what you're going to do for your next action.
Me? I'm
Well,
planning to
everybody,
basically...
but, yeah. You've
Okay.
made your move, so while you're doing that,
All right, cool.
what's everyone else doing as an action? You can make your normal move distance. You can do one thing.
I'm gonna wander over here and have a look at what's down here.
Okay. Well, you can see a door.
I'm gonna have a look at that tunnel because if a bloody big rat came out of it, I don't want another bloody big rat to come out of it. So I'm gonna have
Give
a
me
quick neb around it.
a perception check.
Perception.
Hmm.
I'm gonna see shit and all.
there's actually quite a lot of shit pouring out there, along with lots of other water and stuff. And
You.
I mean, it looks like there's stuff moving in there, but there's lots of stuff in the water, so you don't know if it's
It's turds in the odd condom,
if it's
even though condoms haven't been invented yet.
well, big thick leather things, yeah.
Well, go out and testing.
Yeah.
Aye. Right, I'm going to quickly nip downstairs to refill my teacup. I may lose signal halfway down the stairs because I'm going to the other wing.
Okay. Right. So Jeff, you move there. You can see this door.
Okay. Being the ever so cautious guy that I am, I look at it a bit closer. Do I see anything on the door?
Just your standard door furniture, hinges, handle. Yeah.
Alright, I push
Looks
it
a lot like a
tentatively.
door.
It's on a latch at the moment. You got to push it and it's latched.
Alright.
But
Latched
there
on
is
it.
Hand.
there is a handle on it.
Do you want a
Right.
hand?
So
Alright.
that's your action for now. So what's Devil's done his action? Camdy, what are you and Pandak doing as your move and action?
I'm gonna move down here slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna use Mage Hand and open the door.
Okay. You use Mage Hand and you push down on the latch and it clicks open, and the door starts to move into the room. Camdy, what are you doing while this is going on?
I look to you and say, I can hold off anything that comes up the hallway if you want to go look at the door.
I mean, I don't mind.
Can we see through the door now that it's open?
It's just started to open, so I'm
okay.
trying to do everything at the same time. So the door is opening. You can start to see floor tile.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hang fire,
So
Dennis.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
Oh, I will give you that. There we go.
I've got night vision.
What?
I've got night vision, so I should be able to see more than that if it
I
does.
thought I said you've got a night mission. It's like, what, you've got to go to the off-field?
I'll go.
Gotta go. There's a joust with my name on it.
Should we wait for Dave to get back?
It's never good.
Dave, can you hear us?
No, he
We'll
can't.
wait for him to get back.
I'll refresh my beer.
Actually, I'm going to do mine as well.
Alright. Drink break.
To drop by. So
Did you point out the garden and say, there you are?
well, I have a downstairs toilet that's near the front door, so it was easy enough to let them in and they could use it. And I gave them a drink and we talked for 10 minutes at the other sides of the table, and then they went away.
Felipe popped into chat briefly, probably while we were all on break. Right, we all back?
I found out So, yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying, Dave?
Andy's saying I found out I can get signal to the bottom of the stairs,
Oh. Learn something
which is
new
next
every
to
day.
useless.
Yeah. Right, so the door swings open, or starts to swing open, and you hear a shout from inside that says, "Oi!"
Oi,
Okay.
back.
The door continues to swing open, and Jeff, you can. What's it doing that? Oh, come on!
Add more squares. Add more.
It's supposed to be revealing, but there we go. You can see a human.
Pirate.
Yeah, that's because that's the counter that came with it. It's one of the humans you saw in the bar.
Ah, okay.
Is he a pirate though?
He's not a pirate. That's just what the counter looks like.
So he's not a pirate.
Are you sure?
I
he's
mean,
not a
he
pirate?
may be, but
Let's pretend he's a pirate.
Yeah.
okay.
Arr.
Yeah.
Alright, so he see me, I see him.
Yeah,
You alright, mate?
Do we need to get initiative back up?
not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Unless you want to, because you're maintaining. Well, so you're maintaining your moonbeam. So let's
Yes.
come back round to you and say what do you want to do.
Right. I've spotted that we now have these people behind us. I basically say to Camney, I'll hold this position while you deal with what's behind us. I'll move the moonbeam to here. I will move to here and hold this position.
Okay, so that's 1, 2. That's
I
his
can also
third
then
move. So you got about 3 more rounds on that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I can move it 60 feet, so I can actually bring it almost to the room for at least a round if things get out of hand.
Okay, so you hear a shout, "Oi!" and the door swings open, and you see one of the humans from the bar in the room.
You alright,
And
buddy?
he has grabbed a what looks like a knife.
Maybe he's cutting us some bread. Welcome party.
Might be. I reckon he's got some cheese as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, let's assume the best.
Welcome to my underground sewage, cheese, and wine party.
Can I shout
Charcuterie?
over Jeff's shoulder asking him if he's got some bread and cheese?
Pickle? Crackers?
You're that lot from the tankards. What are you doing down here?
Ah, come look at you and your mate. We understand that you might have some stuff.
Goodies.
Okay, so Sinan, do you want to move your thing for a fourth turn?
See it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, I'm going to put it right there next to the door,
Okay.
and I'll move up to.
Presumably it only affects foes.
Yes, I believe so. So
Have they've shown no signs of actually attacking, or has he drawn a weapon?
he's got a weapon in hand. He's got a weapon. He's got a sword and a dagger.
He's got a knife.
It seems fair considering a bunch of fucking random folk just turned up at his door.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let this spell go. He hasn't actually attacked us. I'm gonna let the spell go, and we can
Okay.
talk to him.
Okay. So he's like, "Don't want any trouble, all right?"
Yep, neither do we. So put the knife down. Let's have a chat.
Nah, you know what? I feel a lot safer with you right here.
Nah, you want to put it down.
Give me an intimidation check.
As he says that, I'll come down the alleyway behind. Can I give him advantage on his intimidation?
Go on then. So he puts the sword back into his sheath, but he keeps the dagger out. He can, he's clearly outnumbered.
Yeah.
And as you're talking, another voice pipes up.
Hello.
Who is it?
Who is it?
No.
Who's at the door? Who's into the sewers?
Window salesman.
Pizza.
He says it's that lot from the tanker who were asking about us. It's like, fuck, I told
Did somebody say just eat?
you. Fucking told you they'd find us, didn't I? Fucking told you. So listen, right? We don't want any trouble, all right? We don't want any trouble.
Neither do we.
Can we move into the room now?
You can.
Are they?
Maybe let's not antagonize it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just talking to them through the door, are we?
Yeah, the door's currently open. You can see him in the room.
Awkward.
You can see that it's set up with some rudimentary furniture and some places for like a bedroom.
They're
and stuff
humans,
like
right?
that. They are humans, yeah. And you can see there's a grate in the floor directly in front of the door where there's effluent from the sewer that you're in running down into, and there's well, you can't actually see it, but yeah.
I whispered to
lovely
Devil,
place.
I think you're up.
I don't know. Jeff is just as good on
Okay.
this. I'll let Jeff finish. I'll scoot forward to be by the side of Jeff. But yeah, I'll let Jeff continue because he's a lot more persuasive than I.
So James, I understand you got I believe that you've acquired my barbarian friend here's dining set. He had a little plate. He was resting it at a temple nearby. He came back from his lunch and gone. So it's wondering if you
I'm
can have
nodding,
it
but
back.
it's really
He's-
upset.
It
Yeah.
was a commemorative plate.
So the one in front of that's come up from the back says, moves up to his mate and gives him a shove, and I said, I fucking told you, didn't I? You and your big fucking mouth. You cannot shift this shit under the door's noses. And he turns to you and is like, yeah, okay, maybe we have.
Well, like I say, it's his dinner plate, and look at him. He eats a lot of dinners. He
A
eats,
lot of dinners. A lot of dinners.
and
Right.
he needs that plate back.
Give me another intimidation check with advantage.
Intimidation. I'm not liking this intimidation. I'm just trying to
Oh, well, you can
persuade
you can do persuasion if you want, but no
him.
advantage.
There we go. Oh,
Crit- okay.
There we go.
It was your winner, man.
So the one who's been browbeating his mate says, "All right, fellas, we've all got to make a living, haven't we? You know, this is just how it is."
Let's make it easy, okay? 50 gold, and we have our things back, and we'll leave you in peace.
Traded at 50, man. You rich bastard. I'd have gone at it
Okay,
5.
give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Sorry.
Nice.
Okay, so they sort of look at each other, and one of them is like, and they sort of, you see some thieves can't go back and forth between them, and the gist you get of it is, it's best offer we've had so far, and the other one comes back. You know, we've got to look after ourselves. We've got to make sure that we can get out of this with our necks. And the other one goes, yeah, okay, fine. So he says, all right, okay, fine, you can have it, but not here, not now. We are going to go to the exit to these sewers. We'll give you the stuff, you give us the gold, and we go our separate ways. I'm not having you bring in the law down here, or even worse than bloody dwarves. Okay? You have your plate, we'll have our money, and we will never see each other again.
I'll step forward as he finishes and shake my head. No, you've mistaken this for a negotiation.
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
Cool.
I don't know. Had a good deal going there.
I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
That will do
And I,
it.
like,
Yeah.
and I like thump my hand against the door as I say, "You've mistaken this for a negotiation. Give me my fucking bowl.
You plate.
Okay, he
Give
goes,
me
all
my
right,
kitchen
fine,
wire."
Fine. You have the bowl and the cup. We have our money.
Mhm.
You leave. We leave. Yeah.
That's fine.
Right. So he goes.
I'll
Deal.
pull out a little sack, 50 gold.
Right. He goes and lifts up this sack at the back, and pulls out another small sack with the items in. Moves forward and then holds it out to you. And these guys are
hand
there.
over the
Okay, you do a swap. He backs into the room and opens up the pouch you've given him. Starts going through the gold. I'm assuming
It's all there.
it's all there. Okay,
Yeah.
so he counts to 50. He's right. Pleasure to be busy with you, and then shuts the door.
That works.
Balls. I was going to do charm person. Try and get our money back.
I mean, we're still at the door.
Yeah.
No, it's not worth killing them.
Oh, he said charm person.
No, yeah, but
I
better be some-
guess you can have your money back. It's fine.
yeah, it's better be some charming motherfucking pig.
Alright.
But that works. I've
Okay,
taken the coinage off.
okay. So you've got your cup and your
Got my
golden
kitchenware.
plate. Yeah, you got your kitchenware.
Love it.
Are
You
we
almost,
worried
you
that
almost
the
got
rat-
killed,
You down
but
on
it
these
wasn't as
tours
bad
and
as
see
going
what
to
we can find?
IKEA on a bank holiday.
Alright. Should we,
Very little is.
Sorry, what was that? Then?
I said very little is as bad as going to IKEA on
Yeah.
bank holiday. Good God. The other question was, do we want to continue to look down the sewers?
do we want to invite more fight?
We want
What
to
are
keep
you
not?
going to find down there other than rats?
There's gold.
Okay,
Gold
we'll
down the
catch you
sewers.
guys
How is
outside
it-
then.
How many gold bars do you shit? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, there's
Well,
more
where would
there's
you store them?
gold.
Why does no one look?
All there's going to be is like the crocodiles that everybody flushes away.
Yeah.
Let's face it. We only
Yeah,
came down
I'm
the sewer to
hoping-
find these guys to get this stuff. We've now found the guys. We got
Good
the
done.
stuff. Well, let's go get this axe sorted
Yeah.
so he can try murdering us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the other part is the sooner we get this done, the less likely it is that I'm going to try and chop someone's head off with.
Yeah.
Fair point, well made. Fair
Yeah.
point, well made.
Also, it's pretty shitty down here.
All
It
right.
is quite by definition, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you start making your way out. Are you going to go as a group because it is still very dark?
Yeah,
Yep.
goes group.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
backtrack as a group
Okay,
out of
so you
that.
backtrack up. You backtrack to the T junction where you followed the trail to the left. What would you like to do?
Well, I
Uh,
think the
so
general
we're-
consensus was
Alright.
basically we're headed back out to the pub, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so you,
Might as
You
well
head
go and
back
have a
out.
beer.
Yeah.
right, so you head back out. Only takes a few minutes, and you're now back out into the deliberation disc of Uthadern in the back alley behind the tumbling tankards.
Is the
I'm going
alleyway
to lock
empty?
I'm going to lock the door behind them.
Okay, so as you come out, you wrap it up and click it shut.
Is the alleyway empty?
It is, yeah. You've never seen anyone down here apart from you.
Just wait for like the thieves guild to be stood there, like, hello. Yeah, unless anybody has any objections, let's hightail it to the temple.
I want to get a wash first.
Do we
'cause
still
it
have
smelled
time?
like
I-
shit.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you do smell
Should
pretty
we
good.
head back to the Queefing Griffin, or do we want to tell the barman that his problem has been taken care of?
No,
And that we might want-
don't complicate matters.
No,
Just get
well, it's just-
washed and get done.
I mean,
Okay.
we're all of the assumption here that the barman is definitely a fence who works with the thieves guild, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, a quiet word to him that those two were down there might put us in good stead with the thieves guild.
He did
Yeah, but
say
he
they
already
might wanna
knows
talk
that.
to us.
Yeah, he did
But where
pretty
he
much.
already
let
knows
you
they're
know.
down
I
there.
suppose we can
Specifically
reveal
where
that
they
they're
are?
gone at any time. So
I don't think it'd benefit us in any way to tell him that.
Okay. To the Queefing Griffin then.
You make your way back to the
Okay.
Griffin. As you approach, it's actually starting to get quite loud. It's now the early evening or the middle of the evening, and you can hear the entertainment already from the streets. The bouncers are still on the front, and as you approach, the two humans are like, "Bloody hell, guys, you're a bit fresh. You've been spelunking."
Yeah, well, you should try it. It's great fun. Honest.
Yeah,
Ride the third wave.
maybe not.
I make I'm relatively comfortable smelling like poo. It's my natural state out in the woods. So
Yeah. Try not to, cuddle any of the other patrons, please. Come on in.
Yeah, we come in for a bath, basically.
Yeah, good idea.
Straight to
Yeah.
room.
First floor, end of the corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a bath each, or are we just?
No, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
bath room.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine.
There's a room with some baths in it, and you can get hot water.
Yeah, we're not going to do it all at the same time because, somebody needs to guard our stuff.
Like Lethal Weapon, like in the showers together.
Someone's put a bomb on this bog.
I was about to say, someone put a bomb on the toilet, yeah.
I don't want to bath with Camney because, quite frankly, he makes me feel inadequate.
Well, quite frankly, you wouldn't fit, yeah.
Like different others, like end to end.
Yeah,
of the
he's
bath.
got his arse in one bath and his feet in the other bath. Okay, so you make your way back in. It's it's still pretty rowdy in there. You bypass everybody, bypass the bar, go up to your rooms, and you go and have a couple of baths
ablutions
each.
and general
Yes.
thing. Are we going to be able to get this? I take it we're going to have to wait until the morning before we go back and talk to the guys about lifting the curse on this axe.
It is fairly late. It is getting late. You don't think that anyone's going to be.
My question to Camney is, what are you going to do without the axe?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. Were we aware whether were they going to remove the axe, or would the axe effectively be destroyed by removing?
They said it would be
So-
destroyed.
Well,
Okay.
no. What will happen is they will break its attunement to you, so the axe will still be cursed. It'll still have its
Oh, of
properties,
course.
but they'll break
Yeah.
the attunement so you can let it go. You can
Yeah.
de-equip it, and
Yeah.
they will take it off you. You get the impression that they will then take it away from you and then do something to it to get it out of circulation.
Okay.
Maybe remove
Yeah.
the
What we
curse.
That's
What
fine
we
by me.
could do is take it and then just take it back into the sewers and just leave it outside the door to those guys.
No, because then they'll come back at 20th level to haunt us.
You definitely sell it to the fence.
You
I
don't
think
think
they'll
you're going
probably
to be able
keep
to walk away from this with the axe.
Okay.
They're going
no,
to take it off you as part of this.
Do you have any other weapons?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can
cool.
buy one. We've got enough money. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Well, the plan is
You're
to
not
get
going to
ships.
breakfast giving away 50 gold at every corner.
My
It's a
bad,
lot
man.
more than it would have
Big
cost us to
pimpin'.
buy them straight.
Big Pimpin' and Uthadern. Yeah, no, the plan is to pick up a shield anyway, because synergy with my feat that I got from my fighter level. So
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So are you going to rest and?
I would say rest, basically, and we'll
Think so.
wait. We'll
Yeah.
go see these guys.
Okay.
Otherwise, if we get into another fight, chances are one of us will end up dead.
Okay, so Camley, you are diseased, so you cannot regain any hit points
Oh yeah, I
Mm.
forgot about that.
unless
Oh,
you
um,
regain them through magical means. You'll need
I
to
guess we
cure
can
it.
ask about that at the
Yeah.
temple again.
Can our magical
They're
guys
like,
do anything
Now we
to do
need the
that?
fucking knives and forks as well. We can't.
Well,
remove
I can
the
actually
disease until
heal
we get all the
you-
cutlery.
I can actually heal you for this evening. I can actually use. Will healing spells work on him?
Yes, healing spells will work. Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, cure
Okay.
disease will work if you've got it. I don't know if you have.
Fine. I've got cure wounds.
Yeah.
I don't have cure disease,
Yeah.
but
No, I only got
I
a
can-
healing word.
I can quite happily give you 8 healing, and
That
tell me if
works.
you need some more.
Okay, he gives you the good touch.
We can always pay extra to the church.
If
the
you're getting
temple.
your spells back, presumably because you're sleeping,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
then yeah, hit me again.
Okie dokie.
I got you. There's another 6.
That does it. Let's meet full. So do I lose? Did you say I lose 3?
Yeah, you
Points
lose
or
3
when-
max HP every 24 hours. So we've not got to the 24 hours yet. It'll be tomorrow evening if you're still diseased.
Jeff, did you need any healing?
I'm gonna go to bed, so I'll be alright.
Yeah, everyone else can
uh,
regain hit points.
Fair enough.
When
Okay.
I
I'm just
when
gonna
I lose,
have some berry
if-
feed.
if I lose max HP, do I lose? Only
So you cut
Like
out
if I-
right at the end when you asked that.
sorry, if I had like 10 HP and I'd lost 3 maximum HP, do I
Yeah.
go down to 7 HP, or do I keep my 10 until I lose it and
No,
then I can only go back up to 7?
you won't be above your max. So your max
Okay.
drops, you drop. Unless you gain no, in fact with a disease you can't even gain temporary hit points, I don't think. I'll
Okay.
have to check, but
Hopefully we get it sorted. soon enough.
yeah, it probably won't be a problem for long. So
Cool. Awesome.
Okay, well then I
Okay,
guess it's
so-
early to bed and early to rise.
You spend the evening and you wake up the next morning all refreshed. You've got a bit of a Camley, you scratching at these bites on your leg, and they don't seem to be getting better. You know, they're starting to get a bit weepy. They're not very nice at all. You make your way down. Breakfast is being laid out in the main room by Hildegard, and there's steaming bowls of porridge. There's bacon. There's cold meats. There's cheeses. There's ales out. She goes, "Oh, welcome, welcome. Help yourself. Glad you're smelling a bit better than you did last night. I spoke to Ruadad and Neban on the door, and they said you were pretty ripe. Been up to anything interesting?"
Nope.
Oh,
Really?
we had a falling over near a compost heap. We were a little drunk.
We're being a bit touristy. We want to see the sights and sounds of the city.
But we don't
Hmm.
pick up the smells.
Yes, it's. I mean, there's definitely interesting parts of the city that don't smell that good. It's good to see that you're branching out and seeing all the best bits of Uther, not just the tourist trap stuff. Speaking of which, help yourself to breakfast.
Hey,
So as you're eating, Hildegard does sort of try to pull you aside, Jeff. She sort of gives you a bit of a come here from the bar.
it's a bit early for this, isn't it?
Mm. You're in there, mate.
So I'll go over to Hildegard.
Because it's good to see you back again, Mr. Jeff. You know, it's always nice to see a fellow artiste around here. You know, the dwarves, they like their drinking, they like their mining. They're not so much with the art and the crafts and the. You know, it's good to see another practitioner around here. I'd heard of your exploits from Palebank and your adventures in the far northern wastes. You've been around quite a lot.
I have been around quite a lot, yes.
Yeah, you're not from around here, are you? You're not a native of these parts. Is that correct?
Yep, that's pretty spot on. Huh?
Which is
Exotic.
worse, the fact
So
that
would-
Ian's hitting up on him, or the fact that John's face him? The fact that-
So you would be the Ginopa Ekega of the Menagerie Coast.
That's the one. Yep.
Good. I'm glad my informants are as accurate as I expect them to be. Well, I'm glad to finally meet you. Here, take this, and she pulls out a
That's
coin
it.
from a pouch and then hands it over to you. It's a very nice gold coin, and you can see it's got what initially looks like a crescent moon on it, but you recognise it as a symbol of an organisation called the Grinners.
Yep. Okay.
We
I
should
was
definitely
looking-
talk some more if you're going to be around Utherdon.
Yep.
And then she
Well,
turns and goes into the back room.
cool. I've got some backstory to read. Oh.
Yes, you do.
Like we're all sat at the table, kind of watching this happen, like slowly eating,
Yeah.
like, and then looking at you expectantly as you walk back, like, and
Yeah.
the ladies, man.
What can I say?
We're
Well
like,
done.
did she
Are you a
pay
picker or a
you?
grinner?
Like she paid you?
It's not the first time.
Wow.
You should ask for a refund.
Okay, so you finish up your breakfast unless you've got any other questions or anything else you want to do. And are you going to make your way over to Moradin's Mantle, the temple?
Yeah. Let's get
Yeah.
this. Let's get
get
Matey Boy
fucking sorted.
cured
Okay.
and decursed.
So you see the same acolyte there that was there the other morning when you went in. He says, "Oh yes, Cuvabella said we were expecting you back, not so soon. Can I help you at all?"
Yeah. I have a cursed great axe, and I have to get the curse off of it. Your colleague asked that we collect some items which would assist in the ritual required to remove or to take the axe away from me. Also, I've got this really weird itch on my leg and like.
Can you look at this?
Does this look infected to you?
It's itchy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my, yes, oh yeah, I'll send for the High Priestess. And he gets up and walks
Appreciate
off.
it. Appreciate
A
it.
couple of minutes later, the High Priestess comes back. It's, oh, welcome! I didn't expect to see you back so soon. My acolyte says
What we do.
you have some items. Did you manage to recover them?
We did, and I present the cup and the plate, the bowl.
Wow, incredible! I honestly didn't think we'd see these again. I'm in your debt. I remember we agreed that we would, in exchange for you finding these, we would help you out with your axe problem.
Yeah, I
still-
also. I also another minor ask, and I again just like if there's a table nearby, I like slam my leg up on the table. I'm like,
yes. You've been tangling with the local wildlife by the looks of it.
or they've been tangling with me, but certainly, yeah.
Certainly. If you follow me, I will have one of our healers deal with this problem while we prepare for the ritual. You will follow her down into what looks like the hospital area of the temple, and one of the healers takes a look at it, gives it a bit of a prod, gives it a sniff.
Ow.
Oh yes, rats are terrible things. And he goes off and gets some salves and starts tending it. You are no longer diseased.
Hey.
Awesome.
Okay.
Love it. Big fan.
So, you've handed over the items. Did you hand over the items before you go? She asked if she can have the items and to go and prepare the ritual.
I've handed the items to her.
Okay, so you hand them over. About 15 minutes has passed while you're having your wound tended to, and then she comes back in and says, "We're ready now. If you are."
Yep,
Okay,
please.
follow me.
Oh, do we get to watch?
You can all come through if you wish. Yes.
Cool.
Come hold my hand.
It'll be okay. Be
Okay.
a big boy. You get a lollipop afterwards.
So she yeah. So she leads you into it looks like the main part of the temple where worship is performed, up to the altar in front of the statue. And on this altar, you can see the bowl and the chalice that you had recovered. And she asks you, please, Mr. Camney, if you would please put the axe on top of the bowl.
I can't.
Do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Crit fail.
I
So-
cut them shit in half.
Yeah.
So
so
I turn to our friend Jeff and say, Jeff, it's time to weave your magic. Convince this man that this is for his best.
right. So you go to pull the axe out and put it down, but something takes hold of you, and instead of going to place it down, you ready it in an attack position.
Shit.
She doesn't look too surprised, and she says to you, I realise this may feel difficult for you. If you would volunteer it, it would make this go easier.
I'm trying.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I swear I'm trying.
You sort of take one hand off the bottom as if you're to stop readying it, but you've still got it gripped in one hand, and you can't bring yourself to put it down. And the High Priestess says, yes, this is not unusual. And then she looks at two of the priests that are on either side of the room and just gives them a nod. They start chanting.
Oh.
And they start doing incantations, and you feel a paralysis grip your body, and you cannot move. And they come up and flank you, and move you forward against your wishes. You're fighting, and you're just like opposable doll to them. And they move you forward. You're still gripping the axe in one hand, and they maneuver it so it is now sat on top of the bowl. And as they're doing this, 2 more priests come in from the side, and they take up the chant that the other priests were doing, and you just simply cannot move. The high priestess starts an incantation, holding up her holy symbol, picks up the chalice and pours it over your hand and over the axe, and it pulls into the bottom of the bowl. As this happens, you start seeing tendrils of pink mist leaving your body, sort of arching out in tendrils and wrapping themselves around the haft of the axe and the head of the axe. You're watching this, and you can see what's going on, and you can see that Camney's eyes have turned yellow eyes with single black slits in them, and his colour is washing out, and you see these mist and these tendrils coming out of his body.
Does he normally have round pupils? I mean,
He does normally have round pupils.
okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Camney, you're trying to move at this point, and you can't. You're still in this paralysis, and you can't move. But you can see from behind the priestess a figure that looks like he's just walking out of the wall, and this is the ghostly figure of Thokul. And he walks up beside the priestess, and he just sort of gives you a nod.
Sup, bro?
He reaches through the high priestess, grabs hold of the mist that's wrapping around the axe, and pulls it out. And as he pulls it, he sort of stumbles backwards, and all of this mist gets pulled out with him. And the rest of you can't actually see this figure. You can just see that this mist is now moving out and away. Finally, the last of it leaves your body and leaves the axe in the hand. Your eyes return to normal, and it starts wrapping around what you can see is the figure of Thokul. The others can't see it. It wraps around, starts whipping and whipping and whipping, and then as the high priestess reaches the end of the ritual and slams the chalice back down into the middle of the plate, all the mist dives into the middle of the plate, and the liquid, which was red, goes clear. As this happens, the other priests finish their chanting, and you feel the paralysis leave you, and you are completely drained, and you collapse onto your knees. And she says, "The ritual is done. You are now freed of the curse of this nefarious item.
Thank you.
Be careful picking things up in places that
Be careful where you
explore.
stick your axe."
This was more dramatic than normal, but I'm glad we could help you. We will take this now and deal with it.
Okay.
We decide it's time for some consumer therapy for our dear friend. I believe he's looking for a shield, so we'll collect him up. Thank them very much.
You all help
for
him
all
up.
of their-
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we're walking around, I look at him and just go, "Are you going to leave your great axe here?"
Don't forget your axe.
That was a really nice axe, that. Are you sure you want to?
Right, let me remove
Right,
that.
we'll collect him up and thank them very much for all of their efforts.
Thank you.
Do we need to speak to Yurdasul? Are we waiting for something for her? I can't remember what our status was with her. So
She was doing some research in the library at the
Okay.
temple. Yeah.
Can we ask her how her research is going since we're here?
I'm afraid she's not actually here at the moment. Last I spoke to her was this morning, and she was heading out to the Vellum Steeple archive to see if there's anything in there that could help her. I can let her know that you were asking for her when
Yeah.
she
Just
returns.
tell her that we passed by. And that yes, if she has a message for us, please send it.
Are you at the Griffin?
Yes, we are.
No, I will make sure that I'll send word.
Okay, thank you. Right, off out into the
Okay.
street. I mean, is he basically drained? Are we literally carrying him now?
No, after about 5 or 10 minutes,
It's
you
gonna
manage.
take all of you.
Yeah, you sort of sit down for a bit, and after 10 or 15 minutes, you start to feel a bit more like yourself. You still look a bit shaken, but yeah, you can operate.
Awesome.
All right. So
Okay.
you wanted to go for some weaponry and shield, all right?
Yeah, unless anybody's got anything else to do, just a quick nip to the shop, to be honest.
Are we going to do like
Ah.
a teenage girl montage where you come out with lots of stupid weapons?
Yeah.
Oh, different outfits.
Yeah, yeah.
Like changing the head and
It's
then
a
the top and the
montage.
like come out in the white dress and you're like,
No.
Everybody's like,
No, not this time.
No.
Okay, well, there's being a
Yeah,
dwarven
like a-
city, there's plenty of places to go to buy equipment. So it
So-
depends what you're after. There's also there's stores that will do magical equipment as well. So,
Yeah,
for
so-
example, on the deliberation disc where you are, you have heard of a place called the Anvil of Smeltborn, which is just your standard forge and blacksmithy. There's the Mellow Mouse, an apothecary if you wanted to get any spell equipment.
yeah. Ultimately, I need either a shield smith or armor smith or blacksmith or whoever's going to sell me a shield.
Yeah, so you
Um,
want to go to the Anvil in that case.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, do you way over? I don't actually have the. Let me see if we can find the prices of everything. Do you want to look at? I mean, the Anvil is actually fairly well appointed. They've got lots and lots of racks of whatever kind of weapons and armor you want. There is an area near the back which seems to have some nicer stuff. Maybe some magical armor. So, coming in, gents. You see the dwarf at the back. What can I get for you?
I'm looking to pick up a shield, and ideally a spear, if you have one.
Okay.
I'm open to suggestions if you've got some slightly finer equipment, but really anything kind of fit the bill right now.
Let me have a quick look.
You're muted, by the way, Tom.
Does he sell sling stones that might be of a higher quality? Not necessarily magical, but something I might get a bonus off just because it's well rounded. Or
No, you can buy sling stones. In fact, you can you can scavenge them, so that not really.
no, if I find them for free, I'm not buying them. That's not a problem.
I'm going to refill my quiver anyway because I'm running a few down, so I'll just refill my quiver back to 20. You said they may have magic armor.
Yes. So what is it you're after?
So what am I currently wearing?
Oh, I need things.
What am I
too.
currently wearing? Leather. So is it any chance of getting anything better than my normal leather? Anything magical?
We don't really do leather around here. We're more of the metal type stuff. Maybe one of the elven places could hook you up. We don't really have a lot of leather around here, to be honest. I can see you looking at the arrows. We can do you magic quivers. Magic darts for your, or magic arrows for your bow.
You got any magic bows? Or
Don't
am I looking
actually have
elven
any
for that?
enchanted bows. Yeah, again, the elves they do like that. We can get you arrows, +1 arrows, 110 gold each.
Nah, I'll go and see the elves.
What?
Jeez.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to sell wooden shields? I have a religious condition.
Let me have a look.
What? And this is a question to. I have no idea what a wooden shield would add to my armor class.
I think most shields are supposed to be like at least
It's
plus
+2. Shield is
Plus
+2.
twos.
Yeah.
So I would
So
end up with a 16 armor class. That's
10
not
gold,
bad.
10 gold pieces for it's wooden, it's reinforced, so there's wood and a bit of reinforced metal on it.
Okay. Yeah. 10 gold, you say?
10 gold, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. Cool. Thank you.
I assume, sorry, I was wearing an armourer, right?
Yeah, you are, yeah.
Yeah.
It says, I know you, Mr. Archer. I don't know. I can't do you a bow, but I can do you these. And he pulls out a set of braces, and they're not very nice leather braces with some what look like very detailed arcane markings on them. It says these will make every shot go right where you want it.
I'm interested. How much?
They've been enchanted by the very best mages here in Uthadurn. 400 gold pieces. These will give you a +2 to all attacks with bows. If you don't like that, I know you look like a site who you either really far away or you want to get pokey up close. We've got this as well, and he brings out a dagger, and it has a snake motif around the handle and up onto the blade. It's like, here we go. This one, it's got quite the bite to it. It's got poison on it, but not magical poison, so you don't have to worry about refilling it or anything like that. This one's a bit pricey. This one's 700 gold pieces.
Ooh, tasty though for you.
Yeah. One thing that's getting me though is I must have not been. How many silver in the gold?
10.
Yeah,
10
I'm
copies
running
to the
well,
silver, 10 silver to the gold.
I'm running well behind everybody else. Because I only got 200 odd gold.
Yeah, I've got
I
like
don't even have that much.
a couple of bits of platinum.
No,
Yeah.
I've only got like 150 gold, something daft in total.
Yeah, I can't afford either of them, so I'm going to bluff my way as if obviously going. Let me think about it,
Okay, well,
because obviously I'm not going to admit I'm skinned, but let me think about it.
they'll probably still be here if you need them. So, what weapons were you looking for? Everyone else?
So I'm looking for a shield, ideally to start with.
Shield will be 10 gold pieces for a standard shield.
Did you have any other options, shields wise?
Not right now. From the GM, no, I don't. Not right now, but I can look
Yeah, okay.
for the next game.
So a reinforced wooden shield. What is that? Did you say +2 to AC?
+2, yeah.
Okay.
How do you add it into your armor so it automatically deals with it?
If you just put it in a character sheet, it should just pick it up, and you just tick it to equip it. As long as you tick it.
Where do you put it though?
It's in equipment, I believe. Send.
I've got wooden shield, but I don't know how to.
So it should be in your. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can. You may have.
Shield eye.
Because I thought it may go in the armor, but that's proficiencies, not.
I will have to. Yeah, you can do where it says mods, maybe. I'll have to look at it because I don't know. Is the honest answer.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll figure it out and yeah.
Okay, because I can use a shield and my quarterstaff one-handed.
Mhm.
So that's and my scimitar, so that's an option too. So.
Yeah.
But if I use the quarterstaff two-handed, I'll be keeping this shield strapped to my back. So.
Yeah.
So the reinforced wooden shield is 10 gold.
10 gold, yeah.
Okay, so I'll take one of those.
Okay. Would it be easier to finish the game here, and then if you can all let me know the sort of things you're after, I will go out and find your options and prices for it, and we can pick it up here on the next game.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, makes sense.
Sounds good.
Because looking at the clock, I don't think we're going to get much more done.
No.
If we start on anything else, it's going to take way longer. So.
No, fair point.
Yeah.
And I may have to go back to work, so.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. So shall we call it there?
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, someone just come into chat. Who's in chat? Oh, Nick. Hi, Nick. Yeah, you turn up late. You miss all the fun stuff. There was rituals and there was rats. Yeah.
Kitchenware.
Yeah.
Which
You have to catch
Nick?
up on YouTube. Nick Pierce.
No, tell him he's a twat.
He heard.
You just did.
You'll have to tune in earlier next time, or catch us on YouTube. Go and see it on YouTube.
And don't forget to hit that like button.
Like and subscribe. Ring that bell.
All right, so
I'm going to send you a
basically-
frigging bell for that now.
Yeah, go ring my bell, Orlia. You owe me.
So we're skipping next week, and
Yeah, if we can do it every 2 weeks, that gives me more time to
okay, cool.
do background work, because doing all the maps and because I spent most of today doing stuff, just doing background stuff and doing things like maps for places you might go, and you don't end up going there, but I still need to do the work, because
Yeah,
if you decide to go there, then I need it prep for you. So there's lots of stuff that need doing that sometimes you don't even get to see. So
no,
and
that's
then I
fair
have to
enough.
sort of some of that stuff I can repurpose, some of it I can't. So it's yeah. So it
As
just
I
gives
said,
me more time to put some more detail in.
I have a tournament style game which I can run if you need a break. I've got a couple of them actually from the old days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy if you want to say 1 week do a one shot for us and I'll play and you can GM it, or again if anyone else wants to take a crack at GMing a one shot, I'll quite happy come and play.
I'm happy just to play. I've GM'd for years and years. I'm really happy just playing at this point. So
I don't know what's going on as a player, so I don't think I can GM.
Yeah, as I said, if people get want to have a brief change or Ian wants a break for a couple of weeks.
Oh,
happy
Andy's
to do
come and
that.
chat as well. Oh, Andy, everyone's piling in at the end. Yeah, you're sick of computers now, so we come and have a laugh with us. Never mind.
right, guys. In that case, I'm going to go back to what I was doing previous to this and catch up with those guys. So,
Cool.
oh, mind you, they're all here now. So
Yeah, they're all
hello.
in chat now. Don't talk
Yeah.
about anything in chat. We are still
No,
live.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Although Andy, if you ever want to come in and guest star or have a character,
Yeah.
hit me up and I can get you in.
The murderer's character, second.
Yeah.
If you've ever read Order of the Stick, there's a
Yes.
character in there called Belcar. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'd make a perfect Belcar.
Okay, well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all the players for coming in. I'm glad we finally got back into it after a months-long break.
So am I.
Do they have sweary Scotsmen in D&D? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got sweary Northerners at the moment, but yeah.
Hello.
You've not been quite so sweary.
You fucking what?
Oh, yeah. Then
You're
yes.
not really a Scotsman anymore either.
Don't you start
You've been a Southern for so long.
infiltrating. Good game.
Right.
All right.
Good night, all. See you on the next one.
Take it easy, guys.
All right.